action! Welcome back to Ryan Campbell SOUPEDTONUTS! In this video, you're going to see me put the trans on the engine, getting it ready to go in, and I'm also going to be putting the subframe and mount and all that crap underneath the engine, and get the engine ready to be lifted up into place. That's what's coming up for ya. Alright!
You are tuned in to Ryan Campbell Soup to Nuts.
Howdy, partner. How's it hanging? I hope it's not rough for you. So, in this video, we're throwing some parts around, turning some ratchets. Yep. So I'm going to be putting the trans on from the other engine that I took off in the previous episode. Previous episode, you also saw me buttoning up a lot of stuff on the engine and replacing a few little things and getting the wiring and some hoses and getting the turbo bolted back up. And basically, getting everything buttoned together. There's pieces floating all over the place of the engine, all over here, a little over here, a little over there, a whole little bunch of here. So I got everything. I pull from here. I grab something up here and grab it, put it all together, mash it all up. So we're getting pretty close to getting the engine back in. So I'm gonna probably do a time lapse, throwing the trans back on, bolting that back up. But before I get to the time lapse and get to doing the walk, don't forget to subscribe down here and give me a like and a comment. And if you have any questions about anything I've done, or just about anything, and want any advice, help, or just ask me what the hell are you doing, what the hell is wrong with you, Ryan? Comment below. I'll get back at you. And check out all my other socials. They're down in the description. Two most active right now is Instagram and TikTok, besides the YouTube, which obviously you're watching right now. Without further ado, transmission time. A few years off of my life. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a real... I said it. But it's here. It's on. The tranny's on the engine. I'm sorry, I noticed I was halfway through. It's moved out of there. It was slightly off frame, and the time-lapse might not be what I want it to be. But I think it was still somewhat on frame. You at least saw my body, jerking with stuff, but it kept rolling, because anybody that's put a trans back on an engine, especially, rear-wheel drive, it's especially one person doing it. And the engine's on a dolly, so it's rolling, and it's just, honestly, I probably should have hooked up the engine hoist first, maybe. They might have helped. That may have made it harder out, and who knows. But it's on. Next thing, I'm going to, I still have to tighten up a couple of things and, adjust a couple little tiny things and just double check all the bolts are tight and all that crap. And then I have to put on the downpipes and the dump tubes. That's the next step. Downpipes and dump tubes. That's the next step you're going to see on camera. There's a couple things I'm doing off camera, but probably I'm going to time lapse that. I love you. No, I don't know. Maybe I love you. Maybe I don't. I don't know. But a couple things I gotta do before I actually get the engine all the way in. Probably gonna do it off camera. I'm gonna replace the clutch line here because it's ready. You can see it's rubber. You see the rubber? Let me get on frame. The rubber clutch line. I got a braided one from Z1, and I'm also gonna take off the fuel lines because it's a different fuel system, and I have a flexible line that comes up, and I'm just gonna run it up. So this stuff is I'm not using this, so I'm gonna get it out of here because got room to work now. And yeah, drive shaft's ready to go. Drive shaft, steering input shaft ready to rock and roll. So next you'll see is the downpipe dump tube. If you've seen these videos before, you will realize that there's something wrong with me. And the experts don't know what. They're doing some studies, and they're calling in other people from other countries. They're flying them in. I mean, it's a whole ordeal. I don't want to bore you with details, but it's just, they're getting some top experts just to let you know. All right, let's go. Hey. Ran into a damn problem. Hopefully it's not a huge fix. But basically one of the studs coming out of the turbo to the downpipe that the downpipe bolts onto is very, very slightly stripped. It's stripped inside the housing a little bit, and it's stripped. The stud actually came out and it was stripped. I'll show you. Just at the tip. Just like the first thread and a half is kind of stripped. And it is, I got it covered up here. Obviously I already took off the downpipe, but it's this hole here. I don't know if we're going to be able to, lighting and everything, it might be hard to see for the camera to pick it up, but it is slightly messed up in there as well. So I do have a tap and die set, but it's metric. And these seem to be standard threads. So I had to order a set because I wanted to get good quality. I didn't want to just get some generic ass crap for something like this, and I don't want to have a bigger problem. I'd rather wait another day. It's next day shipping with Amazon Prime, and so I'd rather wait another day, get something good quality, so I don't cause a further bigger problem. Hopefully, it'll work. So basically, the metric I have, I'm pretty sure it's there because the metric I have, it's in between two sizes basically. One size is too tight, one size it's like it kind of it threads on, but it doesn't like dig. It doesn't do what a tap and what a die is supposed to do. It doesn't really carve into it a little. Like it's supposed to be kind of snug, and you're supposed to really be threading it through tight. It's just threaded way too easily by hand. So that's that. What I'm going to work on now is over here. So I got my big box of joy. A big box of joy here. All sorts of, there's a lot of the aftermarket crap I pulled out of the first car. A lot of the wiring and miscellaneous little crap and whatnot. So, I'm going to take this guy, the Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator, and fuel line. This is one of the fuel lines. I got the other one here. This guy. So this guy here. So I'm gonna try to fit up and mount this crap now. And then the other thing I'm gonna be doing I got all this stuff that I've previously poured 15. There's the subframe here. There's the steering rack. Here's a subframe brace or I don't know, it's some kind of brace. But so basically, that power steering rack has to mount onto the subframe, and then I also have the mounts, which you might have actually seen on the workbench, the motor mounts. So I have to put the motor mounts, one here, one there, on there, so that way I can get it ready to bolt up to the engine. So that's another thing I'm doing. So, let's make things commence, shall we? I think we shall. Oh, yeah, we're working on cars and doing videos here. Let's commence.
Captain Nuts reporting for duty, sir.
So I fixed it. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but hopefully I fixed the stud good enough on the turbo for the pipe bolts onto for it to work. But I'll show you. I got it in here. So it was this guy right here. With my fingers on. It was that guy. It seems pretty solid. It threaded in there somewhat okay, somewhat decently. But I will give it. I'm gonna give it another shot. If this was like a more critical stud, like, you know, like a head stud or rod bolt or something like that, if it was something a lot more critical, then I would just wait, you know, order another one, whatever the case, and wait on it, because, you know, I'm a little confident in it, but I'm fairly confident. I'm confident. I'm not 100% confident. Let's just put it to you that way. Maybe like 8. I'll give you 80. I'll give you 80% confidence. But if it was like something inside the engine, I want 100% confidence in every single piece inside of there. But this, the worst case, really, that probably would happen potentially is really like an exhaust leak. You know, which kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's not going to cost me, you know, tens of thousands of dollars or anything crazy. But the only bad thing is the exhaust leak. If it's that thing, getting to this once it's in the car is damn near impossible, especially without a lift. Maybe with a lift, possibly, might be able to get at it, but I'm going to give it a shot and see if it holds up. Let's give this a shot again. Time-lapse time. One more time.
Yeah, from a different angle. I'm a fucking ninja. Yeah.
Got the damn pipes on, and that one bolt that was screwed up. Seems I made sure that I didn't go freaking full crazy Ryan mode on it. I made it damn tight, but I didn't crank the lid and piss out of it. So I didn't want to go too far, but it got pretty tight. It got snug as a bug on the rug. So that seems to be okay. Got the dump tubes on both sides, and everything lined up. And so I'm probably gonna do off camera. I have to reroute some of this wiring crap. You see this spaghetti mess we got going here. Part of that is a harness that goes to a couple of these plugs here. Goes to the O2 sensors that are hanging off down here and there. And a little bit of plumbing stuff, so I gotta kind of clean that up a little bit, but I'll probably do that off camera. And next up, you're gonna see in a time lapse. You see that guy over there? You see that guy over there? That guy? That subframe with the power steering rack? You see that? Huh? Look! I already have, you see, kinda, here, motor is a motor mount. I know it's not the best view in the world, but that's the motor mount. It's the driver's side. I got the passenger side hanging out in here, in there. And I can't see too well, but it's there. Next up, you're gonna see I'm gonna be trying to put that guy underneath the engine, and bolt it all up. Bolt the motor mounts to it. The motor mounts bolt right on there. They bolt right in there. They go right in. So probably got to time lapse that. I gotta readjust the engine hoist and readjust that big red guy. The big red guy. Gotta readjust that, restrap things, and lift it up to get that under, and hopefully that goes okay. And then that point, I'll probably wrap up this video at that point. I'm probably gonna time lapse that, and then after that, as long as it goes somewhat okay, I'm probably gonna end the video there. And then next video after that, I'm gonna pick back up and start throwing the old girl into the hole. Yo, time lapse time. Let's go. Coming at ya. Change of plans. Soup to nuts is with that. So obviously you're probably expecting at this point to see time lapse of that, the subframe over there with the power steering rack go onto the bottom of this and mount to the engine mounts. But things have changed. So I started doing, obviously I told you I was going to do this before. So, this is a story of a lonely lady with a fuel pressure regulator. Alright, so I got this all mounted up, the fuel pressure regulator. I had to drill a couple holes here, and I screwed it, put, hardware on the other side. I got these, I put the heat sleeving on here. These go to the fuel rail, these two. And then I got this is the feed line going down. Got the heat sleeve all on that. This is the return line here. Got heat sleeve on that. And so I have it all sleeved out. It's just kind of laying down here now. I ain't run it yet. I ain't feed it back to the back. But I realized, you know what? I should just take care of the fuel at this point, because if I have to move any lines that are going up into the engine bay, once the engine's in there, it's effing difficult. It is, trust me. 350Z engine bays are extremely tight. I have tons of sexual jokes to insert here, but YouTube doesn't like stuff like that. So I'll just let your imagination figure out my jokes. So, I already started taking... the one thing is the Walbro 400 fuel pump that I'm using is still in the other car, so I have to go into the other car to get the other pump out. And this tank here, this car with this tank, has a decent amount of fuel still in it, so I'm gonna have to pump that out. But I already started uncovering it here, and I'll show you in a second. If you would just please be patient with me, as I'm a little slow up here, if you know what I mean. This I got the crap over there, sitting on the driver's side. That's where the driver's seat would be. This is behind the passenger seat. This is where the fuel pump's located. The other side over there. Some models have that subwoofer, some don't. But behind that subwoofer, there's another area kind of like this that has the access to the fuel level switch monitor gauge thing. I'm looking for sensor. That's the word, sensor. It's a little late and I'm a little liquored up. So this is the I took this old this is the quote unquote glove box here. There's no glove box. I mean, the dash isn't here, but on 350Zs, there's no glove box in the conventional spot, like in front of the passenger. It's behind the passenger, and underneath is the fuel pump. So, you got here, you can see there's six screws. You can see that hold it on. This is the fuel line, the feed line. I already took this. This is the power and everything for the pump. I already disconnected that, but so basically I have to take this up, get the one from the other, take this one up, pump all the fuel out because it's old fuel at this point, and I only want to use fresh fuel. So, yeah. Turning into a whale. So I gotta take this one up and out, pump all the fuel out, or as much as I possibly can. If there's, little puddles here and there, you don't have to worry about that. But pump all the fuel out, get the one from the other car. I'm probably gonna put this one into the other car just to cover the hole up, so it doesn't get covered with filth and all that. And put the other fuel pump in here. Underneath, I'll show you. I'll show you once I'm actually doing the work, because it's a little difficult to get under there. But I have to take a brace off that I actually, not too long ago, put on, and I covered with Port 15. And so I have to take the brace off, and then there's also a little cover that that covers the fuel lines going up and in. So I have to take the cover off so that way I can feed the new line up and in. And I'm trying to route things fairly cleanly and mount things well so nothing jostles around, if you catch my drift. Yeah, you should catch my drift. It's not that hard to catch. Even a novice catcher can catch it. So, with that in mind, putting the engine stuff on hold and doing all this fuel crap. And the fuel crap has to be done anyway, so I might as well do it now. That way, if I have to move some lines around, whatever the case, the engine bay is wide open still, so I have all the fuel situated once I put the engine in, so I don't have to jerk with that whatsoever, period, end of discussion anymore at all. I can move forward. And it's overall down the road, it's the same amount of work anyway. It actually might save me some time if I do have a problem. It's easy to take care of, and so it could save me some time later on. I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but I'm just trying to get some things done. Trying to crank out some work, and so I'm gonna end this video here. I'll pick back up. The next video is going to be all the fuel stuff that I just went over with you. The video after that is going to be picking back up with putting the subframe and the power steering rack under the engine, and hopefully the same episode, if things go somewhat okay, I'll put the engine in as well in the same video. Don't forget down here to subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. It helps me apparently with YouTube, the algorithm, so it'll help, get my videos out there and help me grow my channel, so that way I can keep bringing videos to you. So that way when this project is done, if things keep going well, and if I grow, I could be able to afford, I want to do another project. I already have something I'm kicking around my head that I think is pretty cool. But I want to grow the channel here to be able to do some cool stuff or whatever, and bring you some of my goddamn that goes on in my head on a daily basis. This isn't for show. This is what I'm dealing with every day. So just be thankful that you're watching a 15 or 20 minute clip of this. I'm dealing 24/7 of this crap. It drives me nuts. Doing the video actually helps because it helps me kind of get the crap out there. It's a little bit therapeutic. So please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Comment below if you have any questions. If you just want to give me want me to give you a shout out, or give your girlfriend, boyfriend a shout out, whatever the case. If you have any questions, I'll help you with whatever. Leave a comment. Please like the video. And please subscribe. Please, por favor. Hey. And check out all my other socials. I'm on Instagram and TikTok a lot. So check out that stuff. I have that down in the description as well, so you can find me there and see some other different entertaining crap that I come up with. A little bit different stuff. But still, crazy mind crap going on. Other than that, please stay tuned for the next video coming out shortly for yo ASSES. And don't forget, drive fast, take chances.